Well, hello. Today is Monday, November 2nd. Welcome to our devotional for today. And as we begin this week, as we begin this day, let's pause and consider briefly what we're grateful for. Let's do that together quietly now. Well, as you can see, I'm driving. I guess one of my gratitudes is that I'm still able to be with you in this devotional, even though I'm busy doing other things and still able to be with you. In one place in the scriptures, in Philippians chapter 3, I'd like us to pause briefly and I'd like us to reflect on that passage today, where Paul says, Philippians chapter 3, he says, "Our citizenship is in heaven, and we eagerly await for a Savior from there." Just mention that one more time. For our citizenship is in heaven, and we eagerly await for a Savior from there, who is, of course, Christ the Lord. You probably know there's something big happening in America this week. Where's your citizenship from? Perhaps most of us listening in are American citizens, but where would you imagine your citizenship being from? Is it another country, or is it America? Or perhaps you think of yourself as being from, maybe not America, but from your state or your hometown, or maybe even your family. Where's your citizenship from? And what inspires you to name that choice? What do you think it means for Paul to say that our citizenship is in heaven? To what extent is that true for you? To what extent is it true that your citizenship is in heaven? And if so, what difference would it make, or does it make, for your citizenship to be in heaven versus whatever else you might have answered? What does it mean, do you think, that Paul says that we eagerly await for a Savior, Jesus Christ, to come from heaven? Context. Historically, Philippi, where this letter was written to, was a Roman colony that was established in northeastern Greece. And they had, in one season, they were going through a very difficult time. And they were rescued when the Roman emperor at that time came to them and visited them. In what ways is Jesus our rescue? In what ways is Jesus your rescue in this time of difficult trouble? What might be some other rival saviors in whom we're likely to put our trust instead of Jesus? What would it look like for you to express your eager anticipation of Jesus to come and be active in your life during this time? What what would that look like? For we are citizens of heaven, and we eagerly await a Savior from there, who is Christ the Lord. Let's pause briefly as we continue and do an examination of our day. As you consider the last 24 hours, what memories or moments, conversations or experiences rise to the surface as times when you felt consolation, a sense of God's presence with you, near to you? And as you think of the last 24 hours in a similar way, what memories or moments, experiences or conversations rise to the surface as times when you experience desolation, a sense of God's presence being distant from you? And in light of what you've discovered from this passage and this brief examine, what invitation do you sense from God? What response can you make to God today and in the next 24 hours? Now, as we close, I invite you to talk to God as you would with a friend, in your own words, about the burdens that you're bringing to today. Go in peace, friend. You're loved.